Novac, a town located in the Mojave Wasteland, serves as a beacon of civilization amidst the ruins of a post-apocalyptic world. Nestled south of the Gibson scrapyard and north of the Vipers encampment along Highway 95, Novac was established before the Great War as a minor stopover point for travellers on their way to the Repcon test site. Back in its early days, the town offered basic services like restrooms, a motel and coolant refills. It was well known for its quirky roadside attractions, Dinky the dinosaur and the world's second largest thermometer. However, following the catastrophic events of the Great War, the town of Novac was dramatically transformed. The motel and surrounding area was resettled and the town was rechristened as Novac, the name inspired by a broken sign near its entrance. The town's security was strengthened by two NCR Army veterans, Craig Boone and Manny Vargas, who used the Dinky the T-Rex statue as a sniper's nest, providing long-range protection. Their defences were further bolstered by Ranger Andy, an experienced lawman who offered his services to the town after an injury forced his early retirement. Novac's economy thrived thanks to its proximity to the Repcon test site and the salvage materials available there. However, emerging threats, such as the growing influence of Caesar's Legion, the arrival of the Bright Brotherhood, and the feral ghouls obstructing the path to Repcon, raised concerns about the town's economic stability. Despite these challenges, the town saw an increase in traffic on Highway 95 due to the shutdown of the parallel Interstate 15. This surge brought traders, threats, and allies alike. The town's residents welcomed the additional protection from the New California Republic, but remained wary of outsiders. The town's residential area included several houses: Jeannie Mae Crawford's house, the McBride house, Nobark's shack, and a communal house for Novac settlers. The motel compound housed 3 bungalows. Ranger Andy occupied the middle house, while the southernmost one belonged to Cliff Briscoe. The third was inaccessible. The iconic Dinky the T-Rex dinosaur, which housed the Dino Bike gift shop, stood south of these bungalows. The Dino Delight Motel, the town's centrepiece, featured 7 accessible motel rooms and a front desk. For a fee of 100 caps, travellers could rent a room from Jeannie Mae Crawford. Those who achieved an accepted status in the town could enjoy the service free of charge. Cliff Briscoe would also rent out rooms if Jeannie Mae Crawford was unavailable. Directly across from the motel was a gas station which doubled as a workshop and reloading station. It was one of 2 locations where Dr. Ada Strauss operated as a merchant, offering healing services at competitive rates. In the vicinity of the gas station, a campfire, graves, and a kitchen tent could be found. Ghostly whispers could be heard around the graves, and a nearby shanty housed a workbench and various crafting materials. Jeannie Mae Crawford's house, located north of the Dino Delight Motel, was a notable location in Novac. It featured a simple layout with a kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom. Alice and Dusty McBride resided in the McBride house. They decorated their home exterior with Brahmin skulls, and a corral with several Brahmin was situated south of their home. Notably, the house could spawn Nightkin, who carried a low-condition minigun and additional copies of the Screams of Brahmin Quest holotape. However, no harm would come to the player's reputation in Novac for killing the McBrides or their Brahmin. Nobark's shack, located in the outskirts of Novac, belonged to Nobark Noonan. The shack's interior was adorned with various trinkets, including empty Nuka-Cola bottles hanging from the ceiling. It also had a rigged shotgun aimed at the door, and several mannequins, which Nobark humorously referred to as his guards. Despite Nobark's ownership, the shack's bed could be freely used by the player. The town also houses 2 significant structures colloquially known as the Novac houses. Nestled to the west of the famed Dino Delight Motel, these houses are bordered by a small, damaged shack that houses a handy workbench. One of these houses in particular has gained some notoriety due to an interesting find. The house nearest to Nobark's shack contains a Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap, a coveted item among Wastelanders. This can be found sitting innocuously in the kitchen, on the table to the left. One of the central buildings within the town of Novac is Ranger Andy's bungalow. Its location is strategic, situated just 2 doors down from the Dino Bite gift shop, and serving as the centremost bungalow on the courtyard. Within the bungalow you'll find a queen-size bed tucked in the right corner. To the bed's left, a shelf exists with a footlocker on top of it, within which a trail carbine is stored. A cabinet is positioned to the left of this shelf. Moving further, the north wall of the bungalow hosts an oven and a refrigerator, while a dining area comprising a table set with plates and utensils rests on the west side of the bungalow. The bathroom is neatly situated in the back left corner. Perhaps most intriguing is a copy of the DC Journal of Internal Medicine, which can be found on top of the bed. Though technically it must be stolen to obtain, it offers a tantalising read for the adventurous. Cliff Briscoe, the affable owner of the Dino Bite gift shop, calls a quaint building in the town of Novac his home. Conveniently, his bungalow is the house closest to his beloved gift shop. The bungalow is made up of 2 rooms, a living area and a bathroom tucked away in the northwest corner. The kitchen area, complete with a refrigerator, is on the west side of the main room. The rest of the room is a shrine to the iconic Dinky the T-Rex, with numerous souvenirs scattered on the shelving units, couch, kitchen table, footlocker, and even at the foot of Cliff's bed. 2 dinosaurs, adorned with rollerblades, appear to be in the middle of a race, a tripwire set for an unsuspecting competitor. The tripwire does not activate anything, but can be disarmed for XP. The Dino Delight Motel stands as a testament to the human resilience post-Great War. This motel initially catered to tourists and travellers, with Dinky the T-Rex serving as a roadside attraction. After the Great War, the motel sat vacant until Novac was founded. The motel complex consists of both a motel and a gift shop. A courtyard in the middle of the buildings serves as a community area where Novac settlers can be found. The iconic dinosaur structure houses the motel's gift shop and a sniper's nest in its mouth. The front desk is the heart of the complex, containing the Mojave Express Dropbox and the office from which motel rooms are rented. Several individuals call the motel rooms home, including Daisy Whitman, Bruce Isaac, Manny Vargas and Craig Boone. As mentioned, within the Dino Delight Motel, 3 vacant rooms stand ready to host weary travellers. One of these rooms can serve as the player character's housing. Located on the upper level's leftmost side, the player character room can be rented from Jeannie Mae Crawford for 100 caps or obtained for free with a reputation of accepted. The bed in this room heals all damaged or crippled limbs in hardcore mode and provides the well-rested perk, resulting in plus 10 XP for a limited time. The room also contains numerous storage containers, making it an excellent place to organise an extensive inventory of items. The vacant room on the first floor provides an intriguing snapshot of past occupants. It is an uncanny mixture of homeliness and chaos. Upon stepping into the room, one is welcomed by the sight of a queen-sized bed adorned with a teddy bear and flanked by an army of hard liquor bottles, signifying a strange, almost dissonant concoction of comfort and desperation. Every item in the room, including the bed, is marked as owned, and peering into the footlocker and cabinet reveals bottles of whiskey that echo the same story. Random items like a large whiskey bottle on the floor and a bottle of vodka on the couch seem to have been discarded without care, indicating either a hasty departure or a messy lifestyle. Ascending to the second floor, one finds another vacant room, this one tinged with a sinister vibe. Unlike its first floor counterpart, the second floor room contains a twin bed and is scattered with a variety of chems. In an eerie twist, the bathroom bears signs of violence or severe health issues. A trail of blood leading to bloody handprints around the toilet, a dose of Hydra lurking in the bathtub, and jet concealed within the toilet bowl. Despite the room's vacant status, every item is marked as owned, and taking them would be tantamount to theft. In the main area, a table set in front of the window hosts a dose of Psycho, and a side table with a carton and pack of cigarettes, along with another jet inhaler. Boone's room, unlike the vacant rooms, comes with its own set of peculiarities and rules. While it resembles the generic layout of motel rooms, complete with a bed, bathroom, couch and tables, the room is heavily territorial. If Boone is on watch, entering his room is regarded as trespassing. During the day, if he's accompanied by the courier, he will sternly warn them to leave, hinting at Boone's intensely private nature. A hint of violence is indicated by blood spatters on the floor, a knife, and an empty whiskey bottle, adding to the intrigue surrounding Boone's life and personality. As the residence of Bruce Isaac, his room offers a unique glimpse into his life. Similar in layout to the other rooms, Bruce's room stands out due to a motorcycle project in progress. A motorcycle leaned against the wall, a toolbox with a bottle of turpentine and scrap metal, and a workspace on the floor at the foot of the bed give a clue to Bruce's handy nature. When Bruce is home, he spends his time in varied routines expressing his thoughts on Nelson and their peace efforts. All items are owned, and taking them would be seen as theft, but Bruce graciously allows the use of his bed by the courier. Daisy Whitman's room, another residence within the Dino Delight Motel, offers a warm insight into her life. Her room, similar in layout to others, differs due to a large stain on the bed and the omnipresence of Sunset sarsaparilla bottles and posters. Daisy appears to have a penchant for this particular soda, as indicated by the various bottles scattered across her room. While she does not mind the courier's presence, all items in her room are marked as owned, and taking them would be considered theft. The courier, however, is permitted to use the bed when Daisy isn't. Manny Vargas's room is a break from the norm within the Dino Delight Motel, its layout differing slightly from the others. With 3 mattresses on the floor in addition to a bed, it points towards a more communal or complex living situation. Steeped in the lore of Novac is the iconic Dino Bite gift shop, a store ensconced within Dinky the Dinosaur. This locale, though known for its eclectic range of items, is also significant for its strategic function. The town's watchmen, Craig Boone and Manny Vargas, employ this gift shop as their pathway to the sniper post, which is ingeniously located in Dinky's mouth. As mentioned earlier, historically, Dinky was a roadside attraction before the havoc and destruction caused by the Great War. Perched along Highway 95, Dinky's towering structure is discernible from afar. Adding to its charm is a thermometer, which Dinky appears to have bitten at its top. This thermometer not only advertises the motel, but also highlights some of its top amenities, like colour television. Accessing the gift shop is a simple affair. The entrance is conveniently located on the north side of Dinky, reachable via a small flight of stairs. As one steps inside, they are greeted by shelves adorned with a variety of items. Also present is a door to a storeroom, the key to which can be stealthily acquired. Venture inside the storeroom and you'll find an impressive collection of around 160 rocket souvenirs, 200 Dinky the T-Rex souvenirs, and a Sunset sarsaparilla vending machine. Notably, that gun can be found on a right-hand side shelf in the storeroom. The interior flight of stairs within the shop leads directly to the mouth of Dinky, which doubles as the sniper post. Depending on the time of day, either Manny or Boone can be found stationed outside, performing their watchman duties. And now we return to the unfolding tale of the courier as their adventures take unexpected twists and turns in and around the town of Novac. Bathed in moonlight, the courier finds themselves at Novac, a ghostly settlement punctuated by the eerie silhouette of a dinosaur statue. The darkness of the night hour lends a particular chill to the air, a cold that seeps into their bones. A figure high in the dinosaur's mouth catches their eye, a sniper called Boone, whose world had crumbled around him. Venturing into the heart of the giant reptile, the courier ascends the stairs of the Dino Bite gift shop to meet the solitary man. In hushed, bitter tones, Boone unveils the story of his lost wife, sold to slavers by an unknown traitor. As the man's grim purpose unfolds, the courier finds themselves conscripted into a vengeful plot. A beret, Boone's symbol of shared intent, rests in the courier's hands, an unspoken promise to deliver the culprit. Flickering lamplight leads the courier to Nobark Noonan, an eccentric residing behind the motel. Intriguing whispers of odd goings-on in the motel lobby filter through the conversation. Armed with this clue, the courier could confront Boone immediately. However, solid evidence holds greater weight than the words of a local eccentric. A clandestine visit to the Dino Delight front desk, the hub of Novac's twilight activity, unveils a safe hidden behind the counter. The choice stands: to pick the lock or extract the key from the unsuspecting Jeannie May. Triumph unfolds as the safe creaks open, revealing a damning bill of sale, the document of betrayal penned by none other than Jeannie May Crawford herself. The courier's invitation draws the unsuspecting Jeannie May to a midnight stroll in front of the looming dinosaur. Once in the killing zone, the courier dons Boone's beret, the signal the sniper has been waiting for. A shot rings out, silencing Jeannie forever. In the aftermath, the courier ascends once more to Boone's eerie perch, revealing the irrefutable proof of Jeannie's betrayal. Trust cemented, Boone swears his fealty, and a new partnership is forged. As the courier continues their stay in Novac, a new task unfolds before them, assigned by former NCR Ranger Andy. They must inspect Ranger Station Charlie. Upon arrival, the horrifying reality dawns. Every ranger stationed there has been savagely dispatched by Caesar's legion, who'd left 2 holotapes in their wake. The first, a chilling last recording by a doomed ranger. The second, a brutal legionary's triumphant declaration of their victorious carnage. Haunted by the sombre echoes of the fallen station, the courier returns to Andy. Depending on his choices, he can cushion the blow with a comforting lie or reveal the harsh truth of the slaughter. In either case, the reward is modest. A sum of caps, a newfound reputation, and the teachings of the Ranger takedown. Ranger Andy's request dealt with, the courier uncovers murmurs of an unsettling mystery. Novac's hushed townfolk whisper of sinister nighttime raids at the nearby Brahmin ranch. Their words paint a nebulous picture, adding layers to the tale, but don't serve as the catalyst for the unfolding events. The true epicenter of the conundrum lies with Dusty McBride, the grizzled owner of the embattled ranch. Dusty's property rests on the western outskirts of Novac, a stone's throw away from the kitschy allure of the Dino Delight Motel. It stands sentinel on the left side of the meandering road that snakes its way into the embracing hills beyond the town. The man's countenance carries the weight of the mysterious assailants. He paints the picture for the courier, instructing him to stake out near the pen holding the jittery Brahmin come the stroke of midnight. A note in his trembling hand fortifies his word, a tangible echo of the peril he faces. As the courier steps out from the shadowed confines of the house, he's met with a silent visitor. A Nightkin, shrouded in the deception of a stealth boy, lurks by the sizable boulder that dwarfs the back of the house. Unaware, or perhaps simply uninterested in the courier, the Nightkin waits patiently. As the moon takes its place high in the heavens, he saunters to the pen, the deadly intention in his movements as clear as the starlit sky. The act of aggression can be halted at any moment. The courier is under no obligation to watch the carnage unfold. The Nightkin, a phantom in the night, remains elusive until the very moment he draws his weapon. His existence must be ended to halt the nocturnal slaughter. His demeanour is passive up until the moment they cross blades. Dispatching him brings no blemish to the courier's karma, but it does offer a crucial piece of the puzzle. A holotape on the fallen enemy, amply named The Screams of Brahmin, sheds light on the motive behind the attacks. With the Nightkin's reign of terror concluded, the courier trudges back to Dusty, carrying the news of victory. The quest reaches its denouement in the comfort of the McBride house, Dusty's relieved eyes a testament to the courier's success. His gratitude manifests in tangible rewards, a crisp total of 75 caps, and the tantalising promise of the McBride freezer's bounty. Encased within are 9 or 10 succulent Brahmin steaks, the spoils of a hard-earned victory. Besides these tangible tokens, the courier's reputation swells in Novac. Their mind returning to their near-death experience, the courier cannot help but continue their search for answers. With their only clue being that Manny Vargas may know something, they make their way to the man, eager to continue their pursuit of the assailants who left them with a bullet in their skull. The bullet-scarred courier stands before Manny Vargas, both of them marked by the brutalities of the Mojave. The courier's quest for justice is far from over, and Vargas is their next stepping stone on a path soaked in blood and dust. But this information doesn't come free in the harsh reality of the Mojave. Manny points westward to a looming silhouette against the desert sky, the Repcon test site, a ghoul-infested relic of the old world. The sun-drenched journey to the test site is a terse reminder of the wasteland's harshness, yet the courier is unyielding. They tread the ashen ground and soon find themselves under the vast shadow of the Repcon site. Inside, they discover the source of the ghouls, a spectral chorus echoing through the decrepit facility's corridors. Their venture leads them to a conversation with an unseen entity, a voice over the intercom, beckoning them upstairs. In a room awash with the humming of ancient machinery, the courier comes face to face with the spectral figure, Jason Bright, the ghoul leader, his body glowing with an unearthly light. Their conversation is brief, marked by the urgency of a task that must be done. The courier must purge the basement of the dangerous Nightkin that lurk in the shadows. They plunge into the basement's darkness, guided by the foreboding tension that hangs in the air like the dust particles caught in sporadic beams of light. They find Davison, the Nightkin leader, a gargantuan figure radiating menace. Through their exchange, the courier learns about the Nightkin's quest for a shipment of stealth boys, devices that enable near invisibility, and the enigmatic ghoul named Harland, barricaded in a room that Davison needs to search. Davison hands them a key, a simple metal token holding a complex promise of trust and trepidation. The courier threads through the dark labyrinth of the basement, reaching Harlan's stronghold. The ghoul speaks of a friend held captive by the Nightkin and his steadfast resolve not to abandon them. The courier, understanding the intertwined fates of Harlan, the Nightkin, and the Stealth Boys, embarks on a journey to find Harlan's imprisoned friend. Through dimly lit corridors and decrepit rooms, past the silent figures of Nightkin, they reach the jail, its doors bolted shut. With a cold sense of finality, the courier finds the corpse of Harlan's friend. They deliver the grim news to the sorrowful ghoul, who in turn abandons his barricade. The upper levels are now theirs to explore, a treacherous maze of traps and mines set by the vigilant Harlan. The courier finds the Stealth Boys' shipping invoice nestled within a terminal upstairs. To the Nightkin's dismay, it reveals that the shipment was returned to Repcon. The disheartened Nightkin leave, their dreams of invisibility fading into the air, much like the shadows they yearn to become. With the basement finally clear, Jason Bright is informed. They are then reintroduced to Chris Haverson, the troubled soul tasked with repairing the Repcon rockets. With the locations of the thrust controllers and the atomic fuel revealed, the courier ventures out into the Mojave once again. They barter, persuade, and, quite possibly, employ their charm to acquire the parts from Old Lady Gibson's scrapyard and the dangerous Clark field. The nuclear heart of the rockets throbs with life once more as they deliver the components to Chris. The courier retraces their steps through the facility, climbing the winding stairs to the research wing. Here, they initiate the rocket launch sequence, their finger pressing on the cold surface of the control panel's button. The ground shudders, and the rockets, like phoenixes rising from the ashes of the old world, roar towards the stars. Their reputation in Novac soars with the rockets, symbolising hope and resilience in a land of despair. The courier returns to Manny Vargas, their business concluded, and their reputation further bolstered. Now, they move forward on their trail, spurred by the knowledge that their assailants were headed to Boulder. Their journey is far from over. Instead, it is only just beginning.